Welcome to CL Econ. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down the website where you can access resources, use of the calendar, asynchronous lessons, and all that sorts of things. So I'm going to share my screen and we can go from there. Here is our class homepage. Now, it doesn't matter whether you are B1, B4, B6, whatever, every homepage looks exactly the same. A couple of things you see here on the left-hand side, you see the stock market. This updates real time. You can even look at the Forex market. All really good information in there. Same thing with news going on. So we have kind of market specific news and then top news going on. So obviously you see the Dow fell. So you have, go to the homepage, get a quick sense of what things are going on. That'll play more factor when we get to macro in the winter term. But I think it's good to have that right there for you. In addition, you see our resource. That's where everything will be housed. I'll get to that in a bit. The activity stream, kind of what I've been uploading. This video will be hosted right there. And then the class information, and this is kind of your quick go-to, right, when our synchronous meeting times are, when asynchronous work needs to be due by. This is a new thing that we're kind of doing this term. So for B6, all deliverables are due by 9 a.m. the following day. For B4, if I quickly go right here, yours is due by 9 p.m. on the day the work was assigned. This is not homework. That's why it's asynchronous work. It should take you about 60 to 70 minutes. So that's being spelled out there for you. Zoom ID for any of our kind of class meetings or office hours, that's right there. Our Edpuzzle class code, make sure you register with Edpuzzle and type in that code because that's where all your homework videos will be. Homework is due by the beginning of the next class. Again, that's a differentiator between asynchronous work. Asynchronous work due the day it's assigned. Homework due the beginning of the next class. And then if you use Google Docs, just make sure you share it with Matt.D'Annunzio. Loomis does not give us a Gmail account. As such, my Loomis username does not work with Gmail. So make sure if you're using Gmail, if you upload anything, share it with that. So that's the homepage. Let's kind of go through this step by step. We got the calendar. Calendar is where everything's going to be. You see that every lesson for the entire term is already spelled out. And then what you're going to do, so you're going to say, okay, Thursday, every group is asynchronous. You'll have the homework listed, the objectives of the class, resources in case you want to print anything out. That's right there. And the asynchronous lesson. So you'll click here. You go to the asynchronous lesson. Boom. It takes you right here. Now, the only thing kind of annoying about Final Site is because this is a shared folder between all the other CL classes, I don't have links to specific documents in here. I know it's kind of a pain in the butt, but all the resources will have that. So I'll show you that in a second. So you're looking at the schedule, you're on the calendar, you're like, all right, it's Friday. I know I have a synchronous class. You click here. What are we doing? That's the homework due. Those are the objectives for class and any resource that we're going to do. You'll also see here when office hours are. So I scheduled office hours. I think I have them for like 2 or 3 times a week. Just drop in via Zoom or in person. You can always meet with me if those times don't work. And then if you have anything due, right? So right here, this is an asynchronous work. Here's where it's due. Those are the kind of the details of it. Resources, that's where everything's going to be. So you see here are our resources. Basic resources, kind of your classroom guidelines, AP materials, some other extracurricular things in that. Links to other resources, again, some supplementary things, some different YouTube channels that have a bunch of good videos. Alternative Wednesdays. So as part of the work we're doing this term, every Wednesday is going to be an Alternative Wednesday. You will do that on October 21st, I think is your first Alternative Wednesday. So we have a separate folder for that with the lessons and then any resource you need. And then each unit folder, so this is obviously the teacher view, Unit 1, Unit 2, and then this is AP Unit 7. This will be our 3rd unit. So you're going to click in here, and this is where everything is housed. Homework videos are right here for you. You'll click here. It'll take you to the Edpuzzle. Just like so, boom, homework will be graded. So make sure you do it. I can see what time you do it. You have the asynchronous lessons. Again, right here, you see them spelled this. So previous term, every day we had an asynchronous component because it's half split. So you see the asynchronous lessons with the axis, you just click it, boom, whatever you need to do. Again, asynchronous work will be graded as well. In terms of the resources, right? So you have the syllabus. It's the same thing as on the calendar, just a listing of the homework and a listing of what we're doing in class. I tried to create a little bit of redundancy so you could see what we're doing from multiple different perspectives. and then whatever resources, right? So I think everything's a PDF. So if you want to open up on your phone, you can. Blues, as you know, are links. Solutions to things are posted, and this is everything for the entire term, already done for the entire first unit, excuse me, everything already on here for you with the display date for the proper unit. So you have your asynchronous lesson, you're like, well, what do I need? It'll go tell you what you need, boom, you find it right in there. That's the resources tab. Dropbox, where you'll upload things. So you can see there's already 3 Dropbox, because the first unit you have 3 things that you upload. All you'll do is just kind of upload that. Again, if you're going to do it in Google Docs, make sure you share it with Matt.Denunzio. Word or PDF, doesn't matter to me. Prefer not iPhone notes or pages, but again, not a big deal. Quizzes. So a couple times we're going to be doing quizzes on here. Sometimes we'll do Microsoft Forms, kind of depends on what's easier. So the quizzes you'll see are scheduled. We'll talk about assessments as we go forward. Obviously, this class is a CL class, so assessments will be pretty, I think, rigorous and challenging. There are also time to the AP timing, but we'll talk more about that kind of as we get there. And then the discussions tab, any discussion boards, you'll see that these are kind of shared boards. I think some of it's interesting to see how the other classes have done with it. But you'll just click in here. Those are the directions. So like this is one night, or this is an asynchronous class, I believe. If it wants to load for me, great. And so you'll have the directions right there for you. That is everything on our portal page. That's where every resource will be. That's how you find asynchronous lessons. That's how you find the resources. I will, if you want, I'll have some things printed out for worksheets you want to do in class, but you could also bring your laptop and kind of do it online, whatever you are more comfortable with. I do not have a preference there. And think that's it in terms of portal information. Again, any questions, just let me know and I'll do my best to answer them.